Okay, hey y'all, what's going on? Okay, check this out. I just wanted to holler at y'all for a minute. I mentioned before about my friend Daniel. Daniel is this white guy I met years ago in high school, and I was in a motorcycle accident with this guy. But look, this is what happened. Okay, I met him. I've been looking for him and I haven't seen him. I don't know where he is or anything, but he crosses my mind often. So if you watching this video, DM me and get at me. I would love to hear from you. So anyway, I met Daniel in Long Beach at the Long Beach Mall. I was in the video arcade and he was on the other side walking by, and we caught each other's eye and we started talking to each other and stuff, you know. And I went off with him a couple of times because I met his mom, and I believe his stepfather was a black man. And I met him. I want to say he was in the military, but I could be wrong because I thought when I met him he had on a white uniform or outfit or something like that. But I could be wrong, but I do know he was a black man. And then he took me to this park that was by his house. I don't know if he lived off of, I don't know, I can't say. But I know one day I met up with him I ditched school this particular day. And I met up with him at the Long Beach Mall. And he was on a motorcycle. I never rode on the bike with nobody but my father, you know. But this particular day, he was on a motorcycle. So I got on the bike with him or whatever, and we was going down Long Beach Boulevard. We was right at Pacific Coast Highway. And the light changed. It was a truck in front of us with 3 Hispanic guys in the truck. And they just stopped. But Daniel had looked off just briefly, and I remember him saying, "Hold on." He hit the back of this man's truck. We went over the top of the truck. I know Daniel was hurt because he didn't get up. But I was scared. It scared me, and I jumped up. I was hurt. But I got up and ran and jumped on the bus, and I heard people was pulling over in their cars and stopping and stuff, and was, wait a minute, you hurt? You all right? Wait a minute. All I was thinking about was my crazy ass father. Because he was abusive, you know what I mean? And I just knew, oh, he gonna know that I ditched school or whatever and was with this boy and he gonna kill me. That's all I thought about. So I hurried up and it was just when everybody was getting out of school. I made it home in time. Because when I went in, I was limping, and Mama said, "What's wrong with you? Why are you limping? What happened to you?" And I said, "Oh, I failed at school," and just brushed it off. But she knew better. She didn't say nothing. But I remember hearing him calling me. But I was scared, and I jumped on the bus, and I got off. I rode the Long Beach bus to Alondra and got off and hobbled home. Now that next morning came, I was hurt. I was feeling it, but I could never. I had a hurt spot right up in here in the top of my head that hurt me for years. You know, I should have went to the doctor, should have had x-rays. My back was messed up. That's what's wrong with me now, is my back from that motorcycle accident. I never took care of it. Because, if I'd have told my parents, I know my daddy, he wouldn't have cared about me being hurt. He would have beat the shit out of me. So I never told him. Actually, I told Mama after I was grown and had kids. I said, "Mama, you remember that day I came in from school and I was limping?" And she turned and looked at me. She said, "What happened?" And I told her what had happened. And she said, you should have said something. She said, because you was hurt. But you know, I didn't. So now I'm paying for it. But I would give anything to see you, Daniel. I think about you often. And I just wonder, you know, how you doing? How's your mom? You know, is she still around? And you know what I mean? And your kids, I'm sure you have kids and grandkids, because I do. But it would be nice to see an old friend that I haven't seen in a long time. And now I met this man in Long Beach. We was in a motorcycle accident on Long Beach and Pacific Coast Highway. I know it wasn't Anaheim, it was Pacific Coast Highway. So if you see this video, hit me up. Or if anybody know Daniel, y'all hit me up. I'm looking for my friend. All right, y'all have a good one. I'll be back for my nightly routine and to talk about this basket, okay? Oh, shit, I got my little doohickey here I can do. All righty.